to another episode. What episode is this? 7, I want to say.
Yeah, I
Episode
think.
7. Um, Eventful weekend. We already are missing Ty Perry's presence. The Treyway presence. I'm looking at the screen, not seeing him feels weird. We appreciate him coming out last week, and yeah, I'm excited to get into these games. It was a fun ass weekend for me, anyways.
Yeah, so fun.
Have a good time.
Yeah, Jesse, you want to start off with your game?
Yeah, we can go for my game. So, man, me and Kevin Lee, like I said, it was gonna be a war zone. Like I said, I'm gonna talk shit when the score is 0-0. And I'm not gonna do it after Monday morning quarterback captain. I told you I was gonna win. It wasn't as by as much as I'd like, but we still pulled the dub out.
The score was 88-62 to 83-32.
Right. We below 90 game, but sometimes you have to win those. Like sometimes it's like a weather game. It's like it was real shitty, real snowy out. Some freezing rain, but you gotta go out there and win a football game. I didn't think I had any chance going into Monday night to win this game, dead ass. Like I didn't think I had any chance. I was like, bro, there's no way James Cook is getting held to 50 yards. Like it's just not happening. So I'm chilling, and then, bro, Drew just makes like this face. I like read his mind. I'm like, bro, is James Cook out? Well, James Cook out immediately. I get in my veteran bag. I hop on the app. Boom. Okay. Does he have anyone that can replace him? No, he's not prepared. All right. Boom. Does he have anyone that he can pick up in free agency? Damn, if he drops this 5-week player, he can get the backup running backs. Let me go ahead and grab the backup running back players. But fuck, I got Kendrick Miller on my IR illegally. I can't make the move. I can't change it until the next day. So I'm strapped.
Back to that.
I'm strapped. I'm like, fuck. If Cadden wakes up, he could make this switch right now. And I don't know what the guy ended up scoring, Ty Johnson, whatever. But then I look at Captain's team and Christian Watson illegally on the IR. That was the checkmate. There was nothing Captain could have done. That's why I just sent the GGs an hour early. I kind of wanted him to wake up and see it, frantically try to change it, not be able to, but it was good. It was sweet in the end, anyways.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that was a good win, So I'm trying to get to the game, my bad.
No, you're good. Yeah, I mean, and then for reference, going into that Monday, I was up by 5. No players left.
Ty Johnson had 3.4 points.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Yeah.
So
right,
I think
Joe Burrow, another good game by Joe Burrow.
No touchdown passes.
No, but that crazy rushing
touchdown. That was crazy.
Your running backs, I feel like your team's starting to really get consistent. And when you see Mike Evans like get 34, like, so what, man? He's been going crazy. So let other people establish being consistent, because I think Mike Evans will be fine. Like, Tony Pollard, I think Captain's team played well. Like, got kind of fucked by two goose eggs, but like quarterback, he did announce that Caleb Williams is the guy now going forward. He let the Eagle go.
Yeah, wow. Fucking Dak Prescott with 3 points.
Yeah, and it's funny because it's still going to be interesting, because I do think there's going to be weeks where Dak outscores Caleb, but maybe not. Hopefully not. Caleb's a dog. But yeah, all around good win. I don't got much else to add. Just Chicago D, bro, they must be like, they're just eventful, man. They keep getting turnovers for you, so it's a good win.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere either. They're on bye this week. Sorry, motherfuckers.
And for the record, I was happy you won.
Oh, is that a subject on here, or we need to get in there right now?
I was happy you won.
Is that a subject, or are we getting into that right now?
I don't know.
That's great.
Was it a subject?
The Qatar gate.
I think everyone gets their thoughts on the game, and then we get into that.
All right. Yeah, I want to call it Qatar gate. I want that on record.
Qatar gate? Oh,
let's get into it right now. Drew, what you think of it?
What, the Target?
The call. Yes. Yeah, Qatar gate. I don't know
Qatar.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Same division. Same division. I mean, I guess you're not really there with them record wise, so I guess it's not like that's where you're trying to come from.
Not straight up.
But no, like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Captain really needed that win, so if you call him if he would have woke up and had a chance to improve, I'll get pissed. I'll get mad as fuck.
Yeah, all right.
I needed him to lose that game.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Yeah, yeah. It's wild though, but
That's
at the
that's
No,
funny.
yeah, I'll go next. And my thoughts on it are,
It's
you know, I mean, I mean, it's just it's funny how the information got out because it got out by an accident or like by a captain not even thinking anything of it. But it was just like, oh, whoa, it was a detail that came out later. Like, and Ruben was the only one that called me. I'm like, wait, what? Like, no one knew. Ruben
That
only
was,
called him
I,
twice. He said
I
twice.
didn't, by the way, I didn't
Twice.
move in secret. I would not have mind.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, he
I'm not
announced.
saying you moved this thing. I'm just saying it was like after everything had happened. I'm just dying. Like, wait, what? Like, so that comes up to twice to wake him. Okay, fine. You want, him to set a lineup for you're filled with so much integrity, and you're just such a outstanding citizen that it just sickens your stomach just to see something like that go down. Who is guy supposed
Exactly.
to be who's supposed to be a rival in the West of years? Okay, I'm supposed to be out east. We see each other in the playoffs. If we see each other, you know what I'm saying? We play once a year. It's like a tradition for our fans. They have fun with it. It's like Coach Bears kind of. It's just, I I get it, but then I don't get it. I don't really care. I just thought it was, I thought it was interesting. I'm gonna keep my poker, my cards close to my chest down the stretch. That was interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna talk to you about Joe Burrow too,
Mm.
trading the trade, but all right.
That's why I got T too. Fuck Jamar Chase. Go ahead.
I didn't
Yeah, I'm
know
gonna
that.
have fun, motherfucker. How about that?
You got T Higgins?
Yeah, I want to have
How?
fun when Joe Burrow does a
Yeah,
fucking
but
touchdown every now and then. Man, fucking bullshit.
T had 7 points.
All right.
It was an
All
okay
right.
night. But
All
yeah,
right.
we'll bring it back to the game. I don't know. Yeah, tough loss for captain. Obviously,
Well, sir, no, yeah, you give your thoughts, sir. And you don't
Yeah, I
be
gotta get my
ducking.
thoughts
Like,
too.
yeah, like what is
oh,
this guy?
I thought we already kind of.
We
Yeah,
did,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm all for it.
Which part?
The call.
Okay.
Through like undisclosed sources, it's said that the Ruben camp only does this every 4 years. So it's not like this happens all the time. It's not like this happens all the time. This is the first time I think it's happened in the last 4 years. I think it's a great
Even more strange.
organization over there. And sometimes people need help. And I think Captain's one of those people that need help. Um, a lot. A lot of help. And it's like he got the help, but he couldn't do anything about it, right? Because of like the Christian Watson situation. But I'm all for it. I wish obviously James Cook was subbed out for Ty Johnson. I think with his 3.4 points, I would have maybe put him up. No, I think he still would have lost, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it just shitty situation. But again, poor planning by captain, I guess, at the end of the day, right? Because if you have a Caleb Williams starting over, Dak Prescott, we're not even talking about Qatar Gate. We're talking about the absolute obliteration of Jesse's team. But, he couldn't see that Caleb Williams was starting to warm up, and he couldn't see that Dak Prescott is, in fact, who we thought he was. Just a guy who is capable of putting 20-plus points, of course, but then just following like duds and inconsistencies throughout the season. But I know I got a little away from Qatar Gate, but just my thoughts there.
To be expected. All right, go ahead.
No, I think that was on schedule. I think everything you said made sense. My thoughts, so I'll make it quick. What anyone's thoughts are on it, I totally respect it. That's why I love the league. Everyone's got their own opinions. It's beautiful. For me, it was very simple. I didn't think about nothing. I was just thinking like, damn, he lives across the world in a different time zone.
Mm.
I wanted to give him that chance. And again, I always, just like Seraphin said last week, Captain even texted me about this. He's like, so you think I'm one of the least prepared teams? And I forgot I said that. And I was like, oh yeah, I do, motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, you named the
and
top three, and it's funny how it played out that week.
yeah, I didn't want to just throw names. I feel like I always felt like that, at least the last couple of years. So that was really all behind it. It could have been Jesse versus Hitler, Drew versus Gotti, whoever lived in the opposite time zone. I would have given that call. And it's funny how people are finding secondary reasons, because social media trains us to be like that. But in reality, it goes back to pure heart simpleness of, you know what? let me give the guy a chance. And again, the guy, captain, happened to be the guy at the time. It's funny because the math doesn't add up. I've been yelling at Seraphim for 2 years about, why are you cheering for Alonzo to beat Drew, motherfucker, you goofball? So
Mm.
I got that on record. That's my lie. I flamed Seraphim about that. You shouldn't be rooting for your division, which to me should take out anything that I would want Captain to win. I'm looking at the records. I'm sitting pretty, and I'm happy he lost. So that's my take.
Mhm. Okay, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. All right, let's move on to the next game. Good game again, Captain. Team,
I'm
looks good this
prepared.
year. Yeah, preparation. Like damn near gotta be preparation H. Like fuck Triple H. Um, but we got let's see. Oh shit. All right. We got Hated here versus Branch County Jail. Hell of a week by Gotti, just 110. Jaden Daniels still balling. Montgomery seems to be a great trade. McLaurin looks good. Deontay Johnson has been a surprise. Kale's been number one. You got your bench doing solid. Jerry's he's spiraling. He's spiraling. He's giving all. He's kind of really giving off the Giants. He kind of feels like the Giants were like. Then they win like 2 games earlier, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm tweaking, but yeah, Jerry's spiraling here. He might need to reshuffle the deck here and start letting some talent go because they're not gonna get him in a window.
And he has to let talent go again. What a shame.
Yeah, that is it. It's a damn shame. It really is.
Yeah, like you said, Jerry's got to do something. I think it's like 2 weeks in a row he's put up like 60. I think just not looking good. Not looking good.
Just
Yeah.
Branch County Jail looking great on the total opposite end of Jerry. Um, Terry and Jaden come through again with the stack. Deontay Johnson just keeps performing somehow. Uh, Kittle stayed the tight end one. Just great all around game from the inmates at Branch County Jail.
Yeah.
Without Kyron too. No Kyron.
No, that's a great point.
Hmm.
Ruben, did you say something on this?
What'd you say?
Did you
Asshole?
say something on this?
No, I did not.
Yeah, go ahead, Ruben.
I appreciate it. My bad for calling you an asshole. I said something, you said something. But great win by Branch, man. He's just got the dogs, man. I think the county jail fits perfectly. He warned us too about this, that there's, Terry McLaurin's not wanted by anybody else, but he's embraced here. Deontay
Mm,
Johnson, he's been saying that, and he's been making good trades. Good trades. I mean, we talk about who won that trade between, Justin and Ty. It was what, David Montgomery. He got David Montgomery and George Kittle, right?
And I think
Yeah.
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, I got it right here. George Kittle,
yeah,
David Montgomery, and Rashid Shaheed went to Gotti, and Ty got T. Higgins, Pat Freiermuth, and Debo Samuel.
Yeah.
Wow, after 1 week, this is definitely Ty heavy. I mean, yeah, David, this got extended too. Like he's not going
you think it's
any
Ty
shit
heavy
again.
or Drew heavy or
Oh, my
Gotti heavy?
bad. Gotti won the trade for
Okay.
now, for sure. I just think that, Ty admitted himself he might have traded once too many times, but back to the
Damn.
game.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Good win. I mean, Gotti's put himself in a good position to like really take that step. And in fantasy, you never know how big that step is. You can really win a championship off one step. So,
Mm-hmm.
like Drew said, he wasn't even a part of it. My prediction is I think mm, I can go there. I think for this year, because Alonso's team is I think Gotti's gonna score the most points like in a game. I think he's gonna end
Oh,
up with the most points scored in a game this season. So that's my take.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Tough game for Jerry. 64 points for anybody's tough. He's got a lot of injuries. A few injuries that are kind of holding him back. His running back core isn't fantastic. Yeah. I don't. What can Jerry do? I guess. Is he just playing? I mean, he does have my first round pick this coming year. I don't know what else he has, but my first round pick is probably going to be something middle of the road. It's not going to be top three. Is Jerry just playing for the top pick at this point? Is he a team that needs to start thinking about that, or is it a little too early?
I mean, he has 2 wins, right?
Yeah, he has 2 wins.
So I mean, he's literally tied for 60 right now. So I mean, at the end of the day, I would keep it in the back of my head if I was him, but then I would also like, maybe not be so stingy on the trade market. Trading with Jerry Hernandez is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
it's like pulling teeth. It's every year like he's just so greedy with his guys, and then he ends up just like having a horrible season, and then he just curses the sky, just like why God, he just can't understand it. Yeah, it's like it's pulling teeth with him. So it's definitely on the radar for him. It has to be.
Do you guys think that Amari Cooper, he has Amari Cooper. Do you think that's something for him to feel like it's almost like he acquired a better player? Or do you think it's like still
100%. I don't know if like it flips Jerry's season.
yeah.
I know a lot of people are saying Amari Cooper's now a wide receiver one. Um, in terms of fantasy now that he's got Josh Allen, but it's just I think like running back like and quarterback, his DK Metcalf, just looking at what DK Metcalf has done. I mean, he's had 2 good games out of 6. I just don't know if that really flips him. Like no one else is going off, right? Like I feel like if more of his players were going off, this would like be a nice like uh complementary piece. But there's nothing complimentary in this team. Like they're all bad.
Yeah, that's good. I was gonna say that too, surfing, like damn near. Yeah. Like the names aren't the worst. It's just exactly they're not really taking off. So and Mahomes is not like,
Yeah, Mahomes is
I think Jerry needs
trashed.
Mahomes to be Mahomes and he's not being that.
Mahomes probably should have got traded 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would have
Wait,
kept Mahomes, but
what's the next game?
let's see. And then I was gonna say, I seen this stat that like receivers traded mid-season, like don't end up doing shit with their new team, except for like one. It was like a guy was like average. I forget who it was, but so with Amari Cooper going to the Bills, like having to learn a whole playbook like that. No off season, no training camp. Like Josh Allen already is trying to look for the most no name dude out there. Like he's gonna be pissed that like Amari Cooper is just so well known. He's gonna try to like avoid him at all
I don't
costs.
think that's the
So
issue.
I think it might be the issue. It's the ego thing with Josh at this point.
No, I think.
So I don't know how much of an impact Cooper's really going to be. I think Deshaun Watson damn near might have been better for Cooper just because they already had the connection and he was just he would be able to feed him. But we'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Like with Devontae Adams, like he's already been there with Rodgers, so I can see it being different. But I can also still see in Devontae Adams being like real chill. But we'll see. Going
Amari
on to the
Cooper leads the league in drops.
wow.
Out there.
Yeah. Let's see. Going on to the next game. Let's see. We got Treyway versus Ruben. This was game of the week. I know
Let's go.
Ty's Skip Baylessing it. He's hedging his game of the week commentary. It's game of the week. Then it's not game of the week. It's game of the week. Then it's
Come
not game of
on,
the week.
man.
It was like back and forth based on the winning percentage. Like, is this going to be game of the week or not? Like, so we can't let him weasel his way out of losing the game of the week.
He wanted to get the
Um,
game flex mid game. He was like, "Can we change this shit?"
yeah, hmm I believe that, and his team just didn't show up. Like I said, when Saquon Barkley's not dropping 30 or 20, and it's going to be
Right.
some normal weeks for Trey. He's going to have to figure those out. Dropping under 90, came back to reality a little bit. Darnell Mooney, enjoy. Deebo Samuel, somehow you finessed your way out of Deebo Samuel. Then you trade back for Deebo. Years later, I feel like I depreciated Deebo Samuel a couple of years later to trade back from. Did help you out, but he also got hurt in the process, which I'm sure you're all too familiar with. But yeah, Bijan Robinson, damn, 2 touchdowns. Needed that one from him. The big three was quiet, or a big two, I should say. They were quiet, which can happen. They're kind of boom. They're really boom, 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 boom. But there's those weeks where this can happen, like any players. Bowers, defense, that -2. That's crazy how like it could have been worse, and you still won barely by like 5.
Facts. Yeah, Ty's team, it was hilarious, right? He was saying that the Eagles are playing the Browns and that this isn't last year's Browns and it's going to be some kind of easy cakewalk. And then reality smacked him in the face. Woke up to Saquon with only 5 points. I bet he had really good thoughts and feelings about starting the Broncos this week, just because how the Broncos have been doing in fantasy. But another slap in the face, 2 points. Not Ty is not right all the time. Ty's not right all the time, and this is just one of those weeks. Um, and I'm just happy there was a team to take advantage because there's some times where Ty doesn't play well and just no one takes advantage. But thank you, Ruben, for taking advantage. And just want to say one thing on Tank Bigsby. I mean, if he was the guy, he probably would have got the start this week, but Ty didn't start him. He's on the bench, and Tank only had 2 points. I don't know where this narrative is coming from that Tank is overtaking ETN. Sure, ETN's out. Bro, ETN has had a shoulder injury and other problems throughout the season. Like, and people are already putting him down like that. Bro, I'm telling you, this year, ETN, is one of those down years. But next year, I think there's going to be a lot of teams that wish they had talked to me about ETN.
Yeah, I had like an open trade with you over the weekend, and like by the halftime at like it was like 9:15, I was like rushed to my phone to cancel that
Yo, I
trade.
think
I was
I
like, dude, this
declined
guy,
it. I think I
no,
declined.
no, you declined one of them, but then you left with one open,
I think
and
I
I was like, all
declined
right,
both.
nah, there was one that was left open. I rushed to my phone to cancel that. I was like, this guy sucks.
Bro, I think ETN played like 2 snaps and then he got
no,
injured.
bro, no, bro.
He got
I was like, dude,
injured. He
this
was
guy
out in the
can't go
first quarter.
anywhere. I'm like, bro, I couldn't believe that ETN was that bad. I was like, I really was about to give up Aaron Jones. This guy, like, I literally rushed and canceled the trade. So,
I think I
Brees
declined
Hall,
that.
I like Brees, I like Gibbs, but yeah, ETN, I think that's the odd man out. He's the oddball.
Anyways, yeah, Ruben versus Ty. This is a crazy game. Considering Ruben had no Justin Jefferson, no Jonathan Taylor, his defense dropped to -2, and then all these small names start playing good, not small names, but role players start playing good. You got Tank Dell dropping 11. Um, yeah, like you said, Bijan just had a breakout day. Finally, he needed that one. And then Young Hoku just always is dropping double digits somehow. Um, and then on the other side, yeah, it's just man, that's tough, man. Uh, Broncos defense, 2 points. Saquon, 5 points. Right before the week started, I said that Eagles offense is gonna be tough to watch. And yeah, I know they won, but they barely beat the Browns. I don't think it's gonna be good news for them going forward until they fire Nick Sirianni. If they fire him, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's all I
Um, yeah, man, I was so hyped for this game, bro. This one of my favorite wins in recent memory, like top five recent. Just the way that my team played, like just seeing the score throughout all the whole day, seeing it from Thursday on, I'm like, damn, Ruben, like I was so stupid for keeping Seattle in there, bro. That was just like I tweaked hard. I was like watching the game sick as fuck. And then just continuously seeing the score change and change and change, and it kept going in my favor. And I was just like, man, we're really gonna do this. When Tank Dell scored, bro, I was hyped. Um, and my guys didn't really play. I didn't have Brian Robinson either. Like he would have started over Antonio Gibson if I had him, Brian Robinson Jr. So I was missing him, but um, shout out Justin Fields. I'm a little annoyed, man. He's not gonna start. Like, fuck, man. I mean, he outplayed Jalen Hurts. He was still a risky play, but like when it pays off, he's a cheat code. You're watching him suck ass on your screen, but you check your fantasy team and he just got you 4 points in 3 minutes. Like literally a cheat code. This guy is crazy. And on his side, like Serafiano, I mean, Ty was kind of right about the Browns. I mean, Jalen Hurts scored almost 22, and AJ Brown, like, 17.6. But definitely, like Jesse said too, Barkley, like if he's not popping off, so Barkley didn't pop off. Jordan Mason was limited. He got hurt, never came back. I was a little worried about Kyle Pitts. He had like 50 some yards in that first half, but um, yeah, good win. Obviously, Ty back to reality. You're not the best team in the league, bro. I am. So that's my opinion of it. That was for me to show you and remind you that it's not sweet. I consider my team this year so far. We've just been reality checks for everybody. And Seraphine's up next, so we're just very excited to continue this game. Again, my criticism of the podcast last year was you guys didn't bring up enough win streaks. So just a reminder, I'm on a 5-game win streak currently, leading the league, highest win streak, bouncing back from an 0-1 start. So I got to give myself flowers.
Sure.
I like that.
Yeah, impressive win. Is that
Great.
everyone?
Yep. Next game.
Next game. We got Drew Seraphin. I didn't think Seraphin had a chance, to climb back Monday night, down. What was he down? Like 30?
Yeah, like 30 something.
30 something.
2-4 to be exact.
Yeah. And, he had his guys, Brees Hall and Josh Allen, step up. Got the dub, impressive week by Seraphin. Last year when I had Cole Kmet, he discredited anytime Kmet had a good game, so we had to completely wipe Kmet's 19 off the board. So Seraphin did only score 100 and 100.2 for Seraphin, which he would have lost by 14. So that's something to be concerned about. And then, with Brees Hall, I always like Brees Hall. I said he's the Matt Forte of this generation. I think he's a little underrated. I think he's very skilled. I just think that the Jets offense is terrible. I just watched too many Jets games. It fucking sucked. Hopefully now he can open it up a little bit, get the ball moving. I mean, they should have gave Brees that 1-yard touchdown instead of Allen. But, they got the call from FanDuel and DraftKings that there's no way in hell they can let Brees score. They're going to go bankrupt. But, yeah, congrats to Seraphin. Josh Allen came to play. London, another good week. Diggs played well. And then also we got to take 13 away from Justin Tucker because you have to discredit all the kickers. So that's another. Yeah, it's like what? That's like 87. That's like 80. You have to really look at this game like he scored 87 points.
I don't know if that's what I was saying last year, but all right.
Oh, what's in your favor? I was listening to some old tape today. I was just like shaking my head, like, man.
Yeah, what a great game. Going into Monday night, it was like a big hurdle there. It was like Josh Allen, Brees Hall would each need to kind of roughly combine each 20 points, with maybe one doing better. It was a fantastic game. I mean, Josh Allen, like historically against the Jets, has just not been very good. It's funny, I have Baker Mayfield and Baker scored like a point more, but Brees Hall, Brees Hall's had tough matchups in the prior weeks, and now I think his schedule frees up a little bit, and I'm benefiting from Nico Collins being out, Stephon Diggs just bigger role, Drake London playing fantastic football, and Cole Kmet, he's my tight end for the rest of the year. Fantastic seeing Caleb Williams play well, and target Cole Kmet. I think Kmet had the first 2 touchdowns, and then it was correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're right.
Yep. But the biggest surprise here was Najee Harris with 18 points. Don't count on that one, bud. That was his 1 week. You should get him off your team now. Now. You see, Jerry doesn't have running backs. Ship him, flip him, because that is not happening ever again the rest of the season. That was what's killing me going into Monday. It wasn't the fact that I had to overcome 30 points. It was just like Najee Harris dropped 18 points. Like for the first time in 6 weeks. And it was just such a dagger, right? With DJ Moore only putting up 2. And then your tight end, Jake Ferguson, who you traded for, with 1. Bucky Irving, again, a no-name, just dropping touchdowns. It's like if you compare our teams, like there's one side, and I hate it, but one side on paper just should have been way better. And somehow you hung in there, Drew. You hung in there. Tough one for you to lose, but you can go ahead, Drew.
No, for sure. Yeah. Shout out to Seraphin. His boys rallied when he needed a must-win game. Cole Kmet pissed me off the most because I just knew it would come back to bite me. Right when I saw him catch that second touchdown, I was like, well, fuck. And then, let me pull Seraphin here. If DJ would have reached his arms out, I technically would have won this game. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
good that was a good win. Josh Allen and Brees Hall, the clutchest duo I've ever seen in my life because that was just a crazy display of football.
Agreed.
Um, Jordan Love, he did his thing. I'm very impressed with Jordan Love this year. I don't like the Najee disrespect. I don't like that, Seraphin. Um, yeah, just Najee's gonna make you eat your words. I think he's gonna be dropping 10 plus from here on out, at least. Rico Dowdle wasn't that great. My kicker, very clutch for me. Uh,
Yeah.
that's the only reason why I was close,
Yeah,
damn near.
19 points from a kicker.
But yeah, it was tough, very tough loss for the boys. Very, very happy we scored that high, but yeah, we needed that one. We just needed that one to be above everybody else. Everybody's 2-4 besides like three teams.
Very true.
Yeah, this was the game of the week for sure. Like Josh Allen on Monday night, man, displayed. He's so hard to rank, man. Like he's a bad dude sometimes, bro. He was first good game against the Jets too. So Robert Saleh did good against him, and then they fired Robert Saleh,
Yeah.
and then he has his best career game against the Jets. But
Right.
at least in New York. Brees Hall stepped up big time. Drake London continued to impress. Stephanie, I was gonna ask you real quick, like you think of Brandon Ayuk and then you think of Jameson Williams. What's your like? Do you are they like what's the role for either or? Like is Ayuk your guy, and are you thinking now going forward about him?
I'm leaning towards Ayuk. Especially if Debo is gonna miss time. I don't know Debo's health status this coming week, but it's tough because right, like Ayuk busted. I don't know if I said it on the podcast last week, but I think I mentioned to Ruben that even though Ayuk went off last week, he's still a very boomer bust player. There's not a lot of consistency that I've seen, at least this year. I don't know what's going on. I mean, people are saying it was the off season, it was the contract, he wasn't working out, the preseason, whatever. He didn't get the reps. The team hates him because he got paid. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And then Jameson Williams, like he's also a boomer bust, right? Because he's kind of like third or fourth on kind of like the order there. Because they got Amon Ra, they got Gibbs, Demont, Sam Laporta. Like there's so many mouths to feed, and you kind of need the Lions to have a 47-point game like they did against the Cowboys in order for Jameson Williams to kind of have a good shot. But you know, I don't know if this answers your question, but it really is a 50-50 who will be my flex going forward.
Yeah, I feel that. I was just looking at your team, and then with Drew, like, man, DJ Moore sucks, bro. He had two chances to score a touchdown. You got,
Right.
Caleb, the throw wasn't good, and then he got stopped at the one. So if
Yeah.
DJ gets in, you win the game. I don't agree with Seraphine, bro. I think Najee Harris is definitely a 10. Like, he's definitely capable. He does this every year. Every year after his rookie year, his rookie year was the only, even his rookie year, he didn't start off that good, but he didn't like make it that bad. But Najee Harris always figures it out, and he's always ends up with 1,000 yards, and he always scores a respectful amount of touchdowns. I think he's good, man. Like if my kids ask me about Najee Harris, I'm gonna say he was a good running back. I like Najee Harris. That's my guy. He's not my team. We didn't keep him all that, but still one of my favorite players in the NFL. So I think Drew's got that to look forward to. And if he gets hot and Drew's season's not going the way he wants, I mean, someone will get him. Who knows? If unless Drew wants to keep him. Bucky Irving, that's just Drew being a good ass fantasy player. Like I laughed at Bucky Irving. I think Jesse made fun of his name. And he's out here like producing, and he looks better than Rashad White. So um and yeah, Jordan Love's is good. I mean, that was a good move to get him from Jerry. So it was a good game, tough loss. Anytime you get into one teams and you lose, it
Yeah.
sucks. It sucks bad, but Seraphine, why'd you change your name? Give me titties.
No,
Yeah.
those are Zimmerman's names. Whoa, 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 whoa.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's
Next
Gibby's
next game.
TDs
Next
Indeed.
game.
because
Nice.
he gets TDs.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's go to the next game. We got La Familia versus um Jerry top, Seraphim bottom, just Colin. Um, good game, good awakening by La Familia. 102. Even Colin 119. That's crazy. I did not expect that. But Mixon returning 25. Looks like Captain would have had Mixon and Henry this year, and Cook. I want to see who he kept besides keeping that big three. Um, Dobbins looks good. I think Captain had Dobbins forever. Just like just 1 year too late, holding on to him. Say Flowers, Laporta, Captain Laporta. Um, yeah, great week for Colin. Actually, looking at Colin's team, like I kind of like it. Like I think that Colin could maybe get hot here a little bit. Just with Mixon, I think Mixon changes his team a lot. With Alonzo, Swift's been great. Um, Allen, he's terrible. I mean, who is this guy? Yeah, Braylon Allen, this guy's a bum. Um, yeah, I mean Hubbard, I'm glad that it pulled off for him. So I mean, good win by Colin. He needed that. I think he was on like a losing streak, so good win him.
Yeah, good game by Colin. I think it's interesting looking at Colin's team and how I've praised CJ Stroud, but one thing's for sure, CJ is not Josh Allen. CJ can't get out the pocket. He's not a running type of quarterback, so it's gonna be up and downs, especially with Nico Collins being out for Colin, but sucks bigger, I think, for Alonso just in general. I mean, Alonso's, I think, struggled to score over like 90 points. And to drop 102, being 2-4, I just don't like the future for Alonso. Chuba, he's probably going to lose his spot. Jonathan Brooks is probably coming in week 9. And Alonso can't afford to lose any games going forward. So this I would probably say this was a must win for Alonso, or for both teams actually, but I think we're going to start seeing separation in the standings. We're going to see who's on the bottom. And I think Alonso's just headed towards the bottom this year.
Yeah.
I don't got much to add, really. I mean, I've been saying this about Alonzo and Tyler Lockett. Like, he's not gonna do that again. It's a 65 yards and a touchdown. Sutton sucks. Like Braylon
Allen.
Allen was wrong. I was wrong on that guy for the week. He did score, but they took it
Yeah,
away
I've seen
from
that.
him.
I've seen that 1 yard.
Yeah,
Oh wow, yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, I'm interested to see Alonso, man. I don't understand. I mean, can I picture this guy getting into a full rebuild? I think he's got too much of an ego for that. Great guy. He bought me a housewarming gift bottle. But on fantasy, egotistical as shit,
Yeah,
big-headed.
yeah,
He thinks that
of course not.
it's just gonna come to him easy, and it's not. You got teams. We continue to evolve. Our mindsets change. He's kind of got a little 2019 vibe over there. It's getting stale. It's getting old. The message, I think he lost some audience. I don't think the stadiums are as packed. But Colin, good win, a forgettable win. This is just a one-time thing. I don't think he has a good team at all. I think it sucks. So. Um, Good random win for Colin.
Yeah, it's Alonso is tough for him because I feel like coming into the year, he had a good team. He had McCaffrey, even though he wasn't like totally healthy, we weren't sure, but it felt like he was going to play.
Yeah.
Tua gets hurt like what, week 2, week 3, whatever it was. So Tyreek Hill is just irrelevant. Yeah, I don't know. It's been a tough year for him. Gotta say it again. Like Lamar needs help. Like it's just been the motto of like
They get a
the whole
T-shirt.
year, for the whole year. Yeah, for real.
Start wearing
He's got
T-shirts.
he's got Swift back there. Like Chuba,
Yeah.
he's
I mean,
Chuba.
Lockett and Sutton makes me want to puke.
Yeah, no, Lockett needs to
Just to
definitely.
start both those guys side by side. Like I don't know how Alonso's stomach that.
It's tough. And Braylon Allen. Yeah.
Hey, he's got a bench spot open. He's got Kansas City defense on the bench because they're just so elite. They're 18th on the season. I mean, Alonso's asleep at the wheel here. He's
He
really
doesn't push.
he's kind of like thinking that like he can coast a regular season because he hasn't really been proven wrong in a while. So I think he needs, we all got to kind of collectively like just absolutely just like slam this dude back into reality.
Yeah, hopefully I can do that this week.
Outside.
He gets Cooper Cup back this week, so
Yeah, I've seen.
hang in there.
All right, heading on, good recap of week 6. Talk about the impact of the Devontae Adams trade. Like I said, trade midseason in the NFL is tough. I think defensive players probably easier, bigger impact. Like the Montez Sweat, Roquan Smith gets traded. Corner gets traded. Just go play man, go play cover 2, whatever it is. But the offense is just so complex, and like Aaron Rodgers. I mean, to have familiarity. Oh no, yeah, to have familiarity is clutch, but he's not even going to be the number 1 receiver walking in there. It's still Gary Wilson's team. I think that the impact is that Garrett Wilson gets the more deep ball opportunities, more home run shots that he's been getting. That's what I think the main impact will be.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's both good for both receivers, bro.
Yeah, it'd be good for Devontae because he's been nothing. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it was like, and for captain because he can't do much worse than what he's been doing. He's been out for the past 2 weeks, so that's huge for his team. But yeah, I feel you on the offense. You have to learn the whole playbook. Luckily, their chemistry is there already. And I think it's good for Garrett and Devontae.
Yeah, I think they'd be tweaking if they try to start force feeding Devontae Adams and try doing this bullshit. Like Garrett Wilson is the young guy. He's like the one that's ascending,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, like if he gets more deep opportunities, I don't know why his fantasy is getting worse. Like Andy Holloway, he had a whole different taste. I don't know what you're smoking if you don't think Garrett Wilson gets affected. I don't agree with that at all. I think it's just another classic bullshit thing where Justin Jefferson's not going to have a good season because he doesn't have a good quarterback. It's like you're negating the talent way too much, and that's what would be happening with people that think Garrett Wilson is going to take some big fall. But he's definitely one of the most talented receivers. People want to put him in a tier, bro. He plays for the Jets, bro. Like he plays for the Jets. Like he's had 6 legit football games where I'm actually going to look at him and compare him to his contemporaries and be like, okay, let me actually compare him to Devontae Smith and even more. I think he's better than Devontae Smith, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So I think it's going to be good, and even for like maybe Brees
I,
Hall, maybe in the red zone, it's good for Brees Hall. So
yeah, I think the AJ Brown and Devontae Smith situation is very similar to that. Now that you brought him up, so
yeah, that's true. Yeah. Who,
I, know,
who is that?
I think Garrett's better than Devontae too, but um,
Well, we're
Cap,
about to find out how much of a dickhead Rodgers is. This has got him right here. Let it loose.
he wouldn't do that to Devontae. No way.
If they do some Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Wade bullshit, he's gonna look like such a dickhead.
Yeah.
You saw it in Mike Williams already.
What?
Threw one of the bus, Mike Williams.
Oh yeah. He's supposed to run this
Yeah.
way. He's supposed to. I turn around. I'm halfway through my throw.
It's just,
He didn't practice today. He's pissed.
Yeah, they're trying to trade him. Yeah, I think I disagree with Jesse. I think
And Ruben Drewer.
uh, I disagree with Jesse 100%. I think it's fucking football. You run a fucking go route. You run a slant. It's not fucking rocket science, bro. You fucking run. You make a move. You get separation. You catch the football. Like it's not this thing where, they gotta learn this playbook, whatever. No, Aaron Rodgers is gonna get the play. He's gonna say fuck that, run a go route. And Devontae
Oh
Adams
wow!
going
Like
to
you
eat.
said that like 4 times in a row. Like
He's
did
gonna
you say like
eat.
some other routes? Like,
No, because that's all you need with Devontae Adams. That's all you
it's like
need.
he's not the most explosive on the line. Like that's not really his
That's all you
go-to.
need. That's all you need.
I don't
And
think
I
so,
think
man.
Devontae
I
Adams is
think it's a
gonna
lot
eat.
that goes
I think
into
he's
it.
gonna eat
I think you're showing your
into
age right now.
Garrett Wilson. I mean, look, I think you foreshadowed it, Jesse. You benched Garrett Wilson this week. And I think you're going to continue to bench Garrett Wilson after you see the impacts of Devontae Adams. You did it to yourself. You should have kept him, but I see what you do with your quote unquote stars.
Right. I mean, I don't want my starting receiver to be the third option like Diggs. Like I don't want to give up Mike Evans who had another.
He's a captain. Diggs is the captain.
What do you need, the captain?
He's the captain of the wide receiver corps. And
Stephon Diggs?
Yeah, Stephon Diggs.
No, he's the third option, damn near. So
on his chest.
I mean, so does like fucking Festus Ezeli, like,
Bobby Wagner like last year.
yeah, like fucking, maybe Bobby Portis this year might have that somehow. Like, like you can disagree, all you want, Seraphin. I watched the episode earlier today of like it was just random, like you were like hyping up like how T Higgins was home and how he's part of your future and all this, and he's like the number two to Jamar Chase, but you're all in on T, but Garrett Wilson being, if anything, 1B, which I still think he's 1A. I think he's one in general. But, this it gets a different look from me. I feel like, it's interesting from, my perspective I had.
And then you got a little taste of tea too. So
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the dub too, So there's a lot of things I'll take. Just keep watching, just sit back, man. Just follow how I build my team, build your team as close as you can. Just keep your head down, man. What we move on to, we got Ruben tries reaching out to Captain. We talked about that. We talked about that malarkey, that bull jive, bullshit nonsense that happened. That came out, on like a Reddit. It was like a Reddit post that like got screenshotted and put on Twitter. It was like, wait, what happened? Like we found out different ways. We're past that. Fuck that debate. We already went over that. Yeah, that load of malarkey. Yeah, let's just jump into week 7 predictions. Let's wrap this thing up. I think the rapid fires kind of worked for the predictions, so I'm gonna run down mine first. We got me versus Gotti. I'm not being biased. I just think that Gotti with projected 114 is like extreme. I think that's like setting the team up for failure. Them seeing that, I don't think they're gonna really play as hard. I think they're gonna play what they think is down to what the projected competition should be. And I think I pull this one out. Definitely take my points. Plus 14. Thank you. I'll take that all day. I'll throw a grand on that if I could. Moving on to captain versus Ty. I'm going to go.
Rapid fire.
Right. Who's going to win the game? Damn, I just don't. All right, I'm going to go with Ty Perry. Ty Perry's going to win this game because I think he's going to barely win it. He's going to barely win this game. I don't have a big reason why. Bigsby, damn, he's like 11. He's starting. ETN's hurt. Or he's done.
He's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Right. Maybe his feelings are hurt. So we got, moving on, we got Ruben versus Seraphin. This is a big game just because of, friendly, across the pond rivalry that you guys have. I think that Ruben wins this one like very easily. I don't think Seraphin's in this tier. I don't think he's really ready to play, with these type of teams when he comes across them. I think that it's just a different realm for him. So I think Seraphin puts up a nice little fight in the first half, and then like this game gets out of reach pretty quickly. I think Gibbs gets like merchant by like Montgomery. Like Montgomery has like 3 touchdowns, Gibbs 0 this weekend. And then we got, Drew versus La Familia. I'm going to go with man. I'm going to go with Drew. Just because Alonzo, I think, is asleep at the wheel. So I think whatever can go wrong will go wrong with him. That's my motto with him. Then we got Colin versus Jerry. I'm going to go out and say Jerry wins this game. I think I said Colin was going to get hot, but I feel like Jerry's. I think Neighbors comes back. I think DK's due. Jacobs is definitely due. So I got Jerry Brady win this one.
Ruben just dropped right defense.
Just picked up a defense.
Ruben just picked up a defense?
Yeah.
How disrespectful during my fucking breakdown.
Yeah.
Wait for
I just get that notification across my screen. Just like, yeah, I'm not fucking.
I'll go.
No, I am.
I'll go rapid fire. Colin versus Jerry. Colin. Alonso versus Drew. Fuck. The bottom of the barrel of fighting each other to be the top at the bottom of the barrel. I think I got Drew. Captain and Ty. Unfortunately, Ty is going to obliterate Captain this week. Jesse and Gotti. Yeah, Gotti's gonna get that dub. Kyron Williams is in. And then me and Ruben. I think unfortunately Ruben, my team has woken up. I think
Oh, wow.
we're marching. We're marching forward, full steam ahead. The next 5 weeks are gonna be our most dominant weeks. And Drew was able to kick that off. Little pre ass kicking for like the ultimate ass kickings that are coming in the next 5 weeks.
You said that 2 weeks ago, right? When you played Colin and lost. I'm playing you
Like
won. You won
word
anyway.
for word, I don't know, but
I think you won anyways. But I'll go real quick. Me and Seraphine, I think I win this game pretty easily. Yeah, just not really that much to say, but I think my team's we got Jefferson back. I think Bijan, if he does what he did last week, I think that's just another tier. We're gonna then we if Jonathan Taylor plays, oh man, you got no shot. So we got the guys back. We see he's on a bye, well deserved. He gets to see his family. This should be a good time for him. But Gotti and Jesse, I remember when Gotti had a big projection against me and he didn't even score like 90 points.
Man, that's what I'm saying. It's a big change. It's the rap videos in that locker room. It's in the county jail. It's the egos. It gets to them. You start pumping their head up with projections, and they can falter. And the warden wants to act like the county jail is under my jurisdiction. He's wrong. Everything in this kingdom is under my jurisdiction, and we're gonna handle that this weekend. We're gonna handle a lot of things. Me and the warden. By the end of this, we'll be on the same page. I promise everyone.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm gonna go with, man, I just think that Jaden Daniels is not, he's due for like a bad, I mean, he's projected 25. I think that's just like cap as shit, bro. I don't want
No
to get into
way.
it too
Yeah, he's not
much.
getting 25. No.
No, I don't want to say he's overrated or anything, but he's just not, he kind of is in a different way for me. I'm gonna go Jesse wins this game. I think Joe Burrow stays hot. I think Cleveland, they're kind of giving up. So he should have a good game. Division game, I think Jamar goes crazy. And then Captain Ty, I think Captain wins. Derrick Henry snaps. Ty gets 2 losses. Drew Alonzo. I'm gonna go Drew. I think Tyreek sucks right now. And then I think Jerry beats Colin. Yeah, that's my
Travis Conlon,
promise.
yeah, I'm on that as well. I feel something brewing with that game.
I didn't. You said that too.
Mm.
So what's up with Jerry Collins? I'll say it's
Like you're muffled a little bit, Drew. We can barely hear
really,
you. Mm-hmm.
you know.
No.
your
Did you-
AirPods might have died, maybe.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
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 That's. But yeah, I start off with Jerry Collin. I'm gonna take Collin. Um, yeah, I just don't think Jerry's having a great time. I mean, look at his name. Uh, Young Bucks and Seraphin. I'm gonna take the Young Bucks. They're gonna keep it moving, keep it rolling, stay hot. Captain and Ty. I'm gonna take. I mean, it's gonna be a lot closer than everyone expects. So I'm gonna go with Captain here. I'm gonna go with Captain. I think Derrick Henry gets his revenge. James Cook comes back with a little 20-point game. I think
Agreed.
I think it surprises a lot of people. And Jesse versus County Jail. I'm gonna take County Jail. Um, I feel like Daniels and Kyron, that's a scary duo. Um, who else have we got? The McLaurin stack has been great. Um, this team's been hot. And then me versus Alonzo, game of the week. You know, I'm gonna go me, of course. Najee Harris stays hot. Tells Stephen to shut the fuck up. About 15 points, and we find a way to win this game.
Love it. You go,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Yeah.
You're going now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we
I'll
mainly
take,
had. Oh yeah,
I'll
Drew.
take,
Yeah, go ahead. Well, the floor is
All
yours.
right. So the hot take table is back this week. I think it's actually two people on it this week. Um, in last week's episode, they were talking about Ruben's championships,
I don't know why you went blurry,
and
bro. I don't know what the hell has happened to you.
I mean, I was looking at the quote, but
Oh, okay.
uh, we were looking at Ruben's championships, and Seraphin says it's kind of a joke that Ruben thinks he did something because I don't really think he did a lot for his championship. And
He
then
said that
Ty
last
says it's a
episode.
just championship.
It's a what?
Yeah, that episode. Yep. I don't really think he
What?
did a lot.
What did Ty
And
say?
Ty said it's a Justin Leach.
Wow. Wow. I don't remember that. I don't recall those comments.
What did Ty
Wow.
say?
I just get Ruben's feelings on these things.
Yikes.
It's a just championship. Like it's a lightning in a bottle.
Disney World.
Oh, that's what
Mickey
Ty
Mouse.
said.
No, I think that's people sleep on Seraphin doesn't understand what it takes to win anything. So he doesn't understand. Sometimes you gotta stay up an extra hour because I'm texting Colin and I'm trying to get this trade done. Like I definitely slept an hour less than I do because I wanted to see. I think Jesse's still up. Let me see, and continue the conversation. Understanding, the window you have to get someone to say yeah to you. It's different, right? You can't really. There's a window there. So just knowing that window, I try to really maximize my communication during that window. And it took a lot to do it. I'm not gonna, everyone knows what I've done. I say it once a month, how I got the players I got. So
Right.
Seraphin, you're just dead wrong. Again, you have no experience. You have no idea what it takes to win anything in the kingdom. So it's just crazy that you're saying this. You're the last fucking person that can say this. I mean, literally, you
I don't.
still
It
you
seems
still
like you're
sit on that
surprised, but I said
bullshit
it last
division. That
podcast. I don't know why you're
bullshit
all.
division. I mean, I think Diggs was on the Vikings when that shit happened.
I
Like
don't know why you're so
long ass
heated. If
shit.
I said it last week, I didn't get the same
Jesus
reaction
Christ. I
last
mean, it's
week.
just absolute ridiculous that you don't, it's just crazy. It makes no sense. It's just wrong. It's false. Um, and yeah, I mean, you're trying your own thing. It's not really working out. So you was 0-4 and you won a couple games. And like I said, I'm the reality check, bro. I'm about to set your ass, just like I said, Ty's ass, and like Drew said, I'm gonna keep it moving. So those are my comments and my thoughts, Drew.
I like that. Thank you.
Wow.
Was there a second one? Or a second?
Yeah, that was Ty though. I'll
Oh,
talk to him.
oh.
I'll talk to him. That
I'll say this. I'll just say this.
Seraphin.
You
Yeah.
didn't need Kelsey or Eckler to win the championship game.
I mean, again, I explained why I did. You're an idiot because
Well,
when I
I don't
did,
know. I don't know. It seems like you
oh, let
didn't
me
need
fucking
to have
tell you
made the
then. Ask for the
trade.
fifth time. What the fuck? You're not just gonna say some shit I don't know, and I
I don't
can
know.
tell you
I just think you didn't
again.
need to make that trade. So I don't know.
I did need to make that trade.
No, I think you got the first one by without them.
No, I didn't without
Yeah,
them.
you did.
No, I did not.
I'm
When
looking at it
Captain
right
comes on,
now.
he'll explain because I needed Kelsey. I was playing. First of all, Drew was up my ass all last year, right? I was a game behind the whole time, and I think Drew beat me the first. I think me and Drew split, but I think he was. I think he won the first game. So that was like fuck, fuck, fuck. I make the trade. I'm down by like 6 points some, and Kelsey wins by like point 0.4. So I win that week. Drew won that week. I stay ahead. And then Eckler the next week scored like 18. It was his last good game. I won that week. Drew won that week. I stay ahead. I get the first round bye. I drop a dud, bro. My team drops like 60 fucking points. So whoever I played was gonna win. From like a literal standpoint, I did need that trade. I feel what you're saying. You're probably thinking of it like Ruben wants to justify sleeping at night, knowing that he traded the shit out of his future, so he's just gonna make up some hoopla. But I'm saying I feel you. I made that because Kelsey didn't do shit. I checked myself to ensure that that's not what happened. So you're wrong again.
No, I don't think you need to make the trade, but I think it would just agree to disagree on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Ruben won a championship, so any trade he made, at this, kingdom, like that was his first ring. I think it was worth it. In hindsight, was it the value there for it? Probably not. It was probably a little too much value. Like,
Thanks.
but when you're going to win a championship, sometimes I feel like you gotta pay a certain price.
Like remember surfing, you made a trade trying to pretend you're gonna win a championship, and you traded all those picks for ETN, and you didn't fucking
I
come
didn't trade
close.
all
Dude knocked
those
your ass
picks.
out first
I
round. You came to the basketball game mad as shit. All right, so you made the wrong call, and you don't know what it's like to make a trade.
I didn't trade
Your
all my
shit
picks.
fell flat on
How
your
many picks did
face.
you trade, bro? Wait. How old are you
ETN,
when you get a first rounder? Because I
ETN,
definitely will be younger than 33 when I get a first round.
first round, or how many? What about one? How old would you be when you win your first ring?
I mean,
You're not gonna
I
be
don't know.
27 like I
bro,
was. You're
like
gonna be
that. But
47.
I'm talking about like things that we know of today. Like we know you'll be 33 when you get your first round pick. We
We know I
know
won the
I'll be
championship last
29 when
year.
I
We
get my
know you
first
never
round
won the
pick.
championship
There's
last
talk about
year.
championship. Could be this year, could be next year. But what
You're
we
not. I'm
know
not talking about.
today is that you will be 33 when you get your first round pick. And I hope it was worth it.
Okay, and I won a championship last year, and you've never won a
But
championship in your life.
yeah, but it
So
took you
you're
10
right.
years. I haven't
Let's
hit 10
go.
years in this league yet.
I don't give a fuck about that. Get the
What?
fuck.
What do you mean? I think that's
You
very
made a
aggressive to
trade.
bring up. It took you 10
You
years.
you're mad because you're
It
like,
took
damn. You
10
compare
years. It
Ruben's trade to
took
my
different
trade because
players
I
moving in
fucking
and out,
sold out.
competition changing. For you to to win 10 years, 10
Bro,
years, your organization took
bro, you
10.
know damn well when you made that trade last year, you didn't think we would ever talk about Tanks Bigsby as much as we did today. We're
I
talking
think
about Tank
no, I
Bigsby,
think
and I'm
it's
like,
it's
damn, he's
always,
really
bro. Like
relevant. Tank Bigsby is really relevant now.
I
That's
don't think I
crazy.
think
That's
he's
something you got to worry
overblown.
about.
Yes, I think what they're
That
saying is
now
overblown.
you got two touchdowns. You got Montgomery you got to worry about, and now you got the other one, bro. These dudes are gonna
No.
kill your big three potential, bro. It's sad. It's sick.
I'm not worried
It's
about
sick.
Tank.
It's
ETN's
sick,
been
bro.
hurt this whole season.
And I'm just
It's
saying,
fine.
Braylon Allen was the one that got in the end zone. I'm just saying, it's hilarious how it's funny. He keeps getting in. He's a little bigger than Breeze. Maybe he's got a little
So
more trust
what are
vision
you
at the
saying about
one and the
Allen then?
two. So,
What do you how do you feel about Allen then? Does
no,
he
I like, I
suck?
mean,
Does he suck?
no, he doesn't suck. He
All right,
doesn't
run
suck.
it back because he said Allen sucked like 20 minutes ago.
He sucked this week.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, he sucked in general. Run that back. Can you clip that, Jesse?
Bro, do we really want to see what
We'll
Brees
look into
Hall's
that.
done the last 3 weeks, bro? Brees Hall hasn't done
He's
shit.
played very difficult defense. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. These next five
Bro,
weeks, I'm telling you,
I
things
told you.
change when I visit the West. Things
I,
change. Things
I told
change.
you. I told you. I texted you. I told you, Brees Hall. I still wasn't impressed last week. I don't think he's got that good a vision, bro. I
No.
don't. I don't. I'm not some running back guru, but I
Yeah.
just feel like I see him every game I see him play. I'm like, that you should have hit that hole. You should have hit that hole. Like, I don't think he's not elite to me. I think he's a good running back, but you know. So I just think it gives Braylon Allen an opportunity to get some touchdowns. And
Yeah.
I love my.
Can't wait for Sunday.
Oh shit!
Can't wait. Sunday's a big day.
It's not for me, bro.
Yeah.
I'll cook your ass.
I want to
Yeah.
see what the mood is, next week. I want to see if who's trying to downplay it, who's trying to say, it's whatever, or if we keep,
No, I know not from my side. If I lose, I'll do my research while I lost and flame his ass.
right. You're not just gonna bring up how some guy scored more than he usually scores, so
No.
therefore, okay.
Or tie, just changing the narrative. I'm not gonna change no narratives.
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, shit, we got fantasy basketball starting up this weekend. Year 8 for basketball, I want to say. Reigning champ. I'm ready to run it back. I think it's gonna be a very competitive year, so excited for that. But just to wrap it up with football, looking at the standings right now, got 3 teams with a winning record. 2 at 500, and then the rest all tied at 2 and 4. Man, every week we're already in that mode. We're already in it's in the muck of it. Like it's halfway point. Week 7 is the
Right.
halfway point of the season. It's gonna be a fight, man. Like I'll take any win I can. When I found out I beat captain, I was so happy. Like I was so happy. Like it was just hilarious how happy I was. Like thank God. This going from not thinking you're gonna win a fantasy game to winning is like one of the best joys that you could ever experience in life, bro. Like it's almost unmatchable. So yeah, I mean 4-2. Seraphin 2-game win streak. So he's 2 and 4 now, scoring some points. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
got a one more. I just want to bring up a rapid opinion. I was gonna ask a question to all you guys.
Hmm.
What's your take on Nick Chubb coming back? What do you think his his significance would be to end the season, Nick Chubb, for all three of you?
Uh, I'll go. I think it's huge. I think it's huge for our team. We need this energy boost, a spark plug, to get the boys going. You saw him in the locker room today, just rooting the kid on. Like, everyone just loves Nick Chubb. Like, there's no way you can not love Nick Chubb. Seriously, if you talk shit about him right here, I will kick your ass. But
Drew, you got that view right now. It's like those like athletes that wish those like kids happy birthday. Like, hey man, just want to pop in.
I
Hey,
can't be
happy
there
birthday.
today, but
I'm dead. That's funny as fuck.
sending my thoughts and prayers.
Keep doing your thing.
I think Nick Chubb always, he's always played well. I think it might be a blessing for him coming back. I think he's gonna play well for the Cleveland Browns, that shit organization. He always finds a way to make fantasy teams happy. I think he's a big fantasy kind of guy. So I think he's a good player to have.
Yeah, I think that running back is a lot easier, like their receiver, in terms of jumping back into the season or mid season. So I think that, it'll be all right. It'll be like Kareem Hunt, kind of like it's a veteran running back. It's like Zach Ide nowadays in the NBA. Like there's no more centers left. So like he just dominating like you know, these puny ass people that call themselves centers. I just feel like with running backs, it's so fucking thin that like, yeah, Nick Chubb's gonna be valuable in fantasy. I think any running back with a pulse and carries is like you need him. So I think it'll be a solid impact.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah.
Anyone else got anything they got to get off their chest?
I'm all good.
Yeah, I'll wait. I'll wait till next week.
Yeah. That's I'm excited for that, man. I'm hoping it's not too quiet of a Sunday too. I hate those
Brock
quiet
Bowers
storms.
scores. I mean, Brock Bowers scoring 21. I mean, come on. How's Brock Bowers scoring 21? Exactly what's gonna come out of
Yeah,
your fucking.
you gotta stop his fucking West vacation, Ruben. He can't be going on
Yeah,
vacation every
you
year.
gotta
Like
stop it.
he
Bro,
Yeah,
they
can't.
don't have one.
personally
Last year they didn't,
What do you
go
mean I
there.
don't have one?
I think last year he did go on a little run in the West, didn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe he lost to you,
I
but
beat them.
I don't
yeah.
remember playing Ruben. I think I played Ruben at the end of the season. I
Okay.
think.
You did go on a little. Okay, actually,
Because
yeah.
he didn't win a game against East last year. It was crazy. Like we literally beat the dog shit out of this guy, man. So every win came out West.
No. I think I lost to Jesse by like a point or two in early
Two
in the
games swept.
season.
Season sweet.
I mean,
All
bro,
right.
like it wasn't domination. It was
Season sweet.
the margin was very tiny.
Hey, we swept though. We swept. That's all that matters. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah. Damn, I forgot we played this year already. Let's go. I already won. I already beat you. Damn, man. I gotta check how many years back does my win streak go against you? Like
All right,
a lot of shit talking, especially going back to last year. I'm definitely gonna start clipping some things last year, just some things that catch my ear. We need to get on tape for a quick, just quick archive.
Of course.
I don't know.
Of
Do
course.
you guys see that? You guys see that one that I just posted?
Nah, which one?
It was like where Captain was on last year,
Oh yeah,
bro,
yeah. I've seen
screaming, bro. You got to the point where like all three of us were screaming all at the same time.
it.
Like I was just dead. So yeah, I'll clip it. We'll get it going.
It's the end for cutting it surfing.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching this episode. Make sure you click subscribe. Follow Ruben on Twitter.
Comment.
Comment. Follow Ruben on Twitter. Tweet at him during Sunday. And we'll see y'all next week.